team. Hopefully
Hello.
there's not a delay. We were experiencing delays. So we're going to try to get you a getting started off right video. So that's what we were thinking. Welcome to the group and welcome to taking your coaching business to the next level and learning about what Beachbody has to offer behind the scenes of a challenge and what we do daily to help people grow their health and fitness as well as their coaching business. This has become a passion for myself and Samantha, and we're just happy to share every bit of knowledge we've learned over the last time period that we've been involved with this with you guys. So to get started, we're going to kind of go over what? First steps?
Yep, just the first steps to becoming a coach, what you can do to get started right, and just a couple simple tools and first steps that you need to take to really get your feet wet and get started on the right track. So we're just going to go through a couple things. Don't want to overwhelm you with too much, but just enough for you to get started for a week, 2 weeks, and then we'll move on to the next steps.
So when Samantha and I started, we kind of got thrown in it, and we had to learn a lot of stuff on our own. And we went out, and there's a ton of great YouTube videos out there from a ton of very successful coaches, and there's a ton of not so great ones. We took our time and we really thumbed through and deciphered what really worked for us and what didn't. And that's really what coaching is all about. There's so many policies, procedures, little lingo. There's so much lingo used that you'll learn as you sit. But it was really hard for us in the beginning, so we figured if we could give this to you rather than going out there on your own and deciphering what this means and being led maybe in the wrong direction, that would be a plus for us and for our team, and we want you guys to succeed and not be overwhelmed and know that coaching is truly a passion. So the first thing we typically tell folks to start with is determining their why. And this is important because everybody has a different why, and just like when you're in the challenge group, we ask you to determine your why and remember why you're here and why you're striving and watch it evolve. I mean, it evolves so much. Mine has, hers has. We had no clue going into a challenge group and deciding that, hey, we want to get fit, look better, feel better, be healthy, have longevity of life. We had no clue that it was going to lead here where we are today, and we are both full-time Beachbody coaches, and this is our passion. So you just never know where it's going to lead you. So that's why it's really important to determine your why and always revisit it. And what exactly does determining your why really mean to you?
To me, it means, there are going to be a lot of times during this process where you're going to have ups and downs, and one day it's going to be really stressful, and sometimes it's going to be really fun.
Peaks and valleys.
Yes, which is normal. But your why is what is going to keep you going, and it's going to be what's going to keep you motivated and see the bigger picture, because sometimes we just get caught up in the very short term what am I thinking of?
The short-term goals, and sometimes
not even the short-term goals, but the a commission check, or it's I signed a new coach and stuff like that, or you get frustrated because you are having a hard month and you're like, why am I putting all this work? Because it is a lot of work if you really want to do it, but at the same time, it's very fun, it's very rewarding, it's very fulfilling, and
so keeping your eye on the
when you have the why, and that your why is big enough to keep you going for see a vision 2 years, 3 years, 5 years down the road, for your entire life, then that's what's going to keep you going, and that's what's going to when you're having a bad day or having a bad week or even a bad month, you're going to pull yourself out of that. You're going to keep going, and you're going to wake up and say, no, it's fine. It's just a valley, and I'm going to have peaks. Any valley is going to be followed by a peak, and so on and so forth. So that's what, to me, a why is. What's going to keep you going, because the hardest part about this business is people give up too soon, or they aren't getting, the short-term gratification that they want, but they're not seeing the bigger picture. It's just, to me, a lot of it, I compare it to nursing school. I'm a nurse, also, most of you know, but, I worked 2 years, and even before that, in school, before I ever saw any kind of gain. And then, on top of that, I was a nurse for 2 years before I even really started making better money as a nurse. So, it takes time, and if you look at this as, like, a schooling process, a lawyer just doesn't become a lawyer, and, a nurse just doesn't become a nurse. You have steps that you take, and you'll get there. So that's really what determining the why is. And on another level, it's, obviously you're here because you want to help people and you want to pay it forward and you want to be free, and you want to be fulfilled in your life. Every human wants to leave this earth with a legacy and they want to, pay it forward. I would hope at least.
Human
but
nature.
sometimes people don't know how to get there. And, for me, I really love helping people and all that. And obviously everybody does, because if you're here, then, you see that part of this business. But so the why is really, on top of that, how it makes you feel, how you're going to leave your legacy in this life, and then, freedom. Yes, it's great that you could make money, you could do this as a full-time job, but why do you want to stay home, Is it with your kids? You want to travel the world? One day when I have kids, I want to be home with them. I don't want to have to leave for 12 hours, 3 days in a row and be exhausted and not have the energy to take care of them. You want to be home with your family. That's what it's like the American dream, so.
Yeah. So definitely, I would say that one of the first steps is determining your why. And if you can determine that, it's really going to help you see the light at the end of the tunnel, keep focused, see the bigger picture, see the vision, and take your business to the next level. And when times get tough, it's going to keep you going. So definitely focus on your why, and can you really break it down? And when you break it down, maybe you put it in a video, maybe you put it in a text, maybe you put it in an email, but I really encourage you to forward your why to your personally sponsoring coach or your Upline Diamond or Upline Star Diamond coach. It's really going to help them see why you are here, and that will determine maybe there's folks that are here and this is a hobby for them and it's a part-time business, and that's totally acceptable, because that's how I started. I started for a discount, and I started because it was fun and it was something to do with my friends, and cool, I got to pay for a shake for free. But if you let your coach and your upline coaches know kind of where you're at to begin with, get a temperature, hey, there's kind of different levels of where folks are, where this is a business full-time, full steam ahead, and other folks where I enjoy doing this, I enjoy sharing this journey with people, and it's kind of a hobby for me. If your coaches know that, they will know at what level to push you and introduce new information to you. We're always going to bring you new information, but we want to not make you feel pushed in any way or overwhelmed. So if we could decipher from the get-go who is interested and who's maybe just kind of enjoying this as a hobby, and that's perfectly acceptable to do it part-time.
Yes.
And it's perfectly acceptable to be full-time elite Star Diamond coaches, which is completely feasible for everybody. So that's the reason for determining your why, and that's the reason we're asking you to actually bring your why to us and to your personalized sponsoring coach, so that we can see what level you're at. Basically, you want to start with first maybe the Beachbody mission, if you will. Well, actually, the mission is helping people live a fulfilling and healthy lifestyle, and that's what it's all about. That's the mission statement of Beachbody. But we really want to focus on, as a coach, what we refer to as the 3 vital behaviors. And those are?
So the first one I'm going to go through is being a product of the product. It's pretty self-explanatory.
And explanatory.
Yeah. Anyway, so, you're going to drink your Shakeology every single day. You're going to eat healthy. You're going to encourage others. You're going to do your workouts. Me and Shelly constantly are trying new workouts, trying everything that comes out and doing new things. So we're always doing all Beachbody stuff and being products of the products, so we can be the best coaches and, help people determine what's best for them when they're starting a new challenge. The next one would be...
So actually, in order, we went out of order. So in order, it's invite, 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 be a product of the product, and personal development. So I'll go over invite, invite, and we'll go back to Sam, because she's the personal development guru, and she always encourages me as my accountability partner, which we'll do in another video, accountability partners, to be the best I can with my personal development. So the first process is invite, invite, invite. You have to invite people to see your lifestyle, what you're doing, what you're living. And typically this is going to start with your closest friends, family, neighbors, coworkers, because they're going to be around you and amongst you, and they're going to see what you're doing. So in the beginning of your coaching business, when you maybe have a post here or there on your Facebook that says, oh my gosh, I'm enjoying my Shakeology this morning, it's delicious, and yada yada, or I just did an amazing T25 workout and it was fabulous and it kicked my butt, that's going to pique people's interest. And that's only going to happen for a short time, and that's referred to as a warm market. There's such thing as a warm market and a cold market, and we'll get into that also in a separate video about adding people to your market and keeping your market alive. And we'll talk about forming as well. So those are all little things to get into it a little bit deeper. But based on the invite, people are only going to come to you for so long. That market's going to dry up, so it's your responsibility to constantly be inviting people to your world. You have to show them what you're doing. And when I first started off, my first month, I was SC18, and that was June of last year. I signed up to become a coach, had no clue. I just really wanted to get that discount because I was a lifer, and I am a lifer, and I will never stop drinking Shakeology. I order 3 bags a month, and it's my stuff. It keeps me going and keeps me going with my kids. So I didn't have to work too hard that first month or two to hit SC18. I didn't even realize what Success Club was, which is another video we're going to get into. I didn't know what the word SC meant, and I didn't know what SC18 was until my coach said, holy smokes, you're on fire. I didn't work too hard for it, but I'll tell you what, after that market dries up, and if you're in this for the long run, you're going to see that people aren't always going to come to you. You have to invite them. You have to reach out to them. It's all about sharing a journey. One thing you have to understand about a Beachbody business is we are not salespeople. I'm not a salesperson. She's not a salesperson. You're not a salesperson. We are merely the vessels that point people in the direction to a lifestyle in which we've experienced, enjoy, and believe in.
Yes.
So,
and we're also going to make a video on inviting only
to help
Success
you.
Club and stuff like that, and what your first goal would be, in rank advancement. Just a short video on that, and we'll go more in depth on all of
Those
Success
things.
Club and stuff like that. So don't freak out.
It's a lot of info, but
yeah, so don't freak out. We like to go on tangents.
We do. We're on
We
rants.
like to hear ourselves talk.
We like to talk.
Just kidding.
No, we're passionate about it. That's why it goes crazy.
Yes, we are.
So
We could-
invite,
that's all we do.
product of the product, do your workouts. You can't tell somebody this works unless you're doing it and you're showing them, look at my amazing results, and then personal development.
So the last one is personal development, and this is my favorite one. It's like my lifelong dream.
When she's feeling down, she turns to her audiobooks.
And it really, everybody gets busy, and so sometimes it's hard to, fit that in, or I have other things going on, and then I realize,
to make time for it.
I have to,
Refuel. It's your way of refueling.
Yeah,
Refueling
so
your
just
soul.
just in case, you're kind of confused about personal development, what are you talking about? It's listening to audiobooks, like self-help books. It's listening to books that are going to help you with your business, how to invite people, how to communicate with people, how to, be a better person. And everybody wants to be a better person. Everybody has something they can improve on. And even people like Shelly, who's just naturally personally developed, we say.
She says, do you do your personal development? I said, I'm already personally developed.
But we're kidding. So, it's listening to the audiobooks in the car. It's listening to you when you wake up for 10 minutes. Stuff like that. Reading a book, and not just,
for the moms, it's listening to audio because we don't have time to read.
Yeah, so it's all of that, and all of this is helping you become a better person, a better business person. Videos.
Researching,
even videos. I watch everything. I am crazy.
So that's basically it, right? Personal development in a nutshell.
Yes, and last note on this video is with the personal development, we have lots of audiobooks already that we will freely share with you guys. You just have to go and download an app. It is called Dropbox. And once you download that, just let us know. Let your coach know, or your Upstart Diamond.
I actually encourage you coaches that are joining our group and that are kind of seeing this side of it. There's a document in the file section of this group that's called Coaches Contacts. Unfortunately, the only 2 coaches contacts on it at this point was me and her. So when I go in there in the next couple days, I would like to see that updated. And what you could update that with is your email that has that we would be able to share with you. We could share the link via text message or email for Dropbox for audiobooks. But it's nice to have everybody's contact info in there. Birthday.
Yes.
We can even add your birthdays. Add your birthdays. We like to send cards. We like to send gifts.
Birthdays.
We like birthdays. Celebrate. And address, birthday, phone number, maybe your Instagram contact if you have Instagram, Twitter if you're on Twitter, that type of thing. Just have that stuff in there so we could stay connected.
And don't worry, we, sometimes it takes a couple times to hear something or to see something to really get it, and you have to be in that open mindset or be ready for it to receive the information, and that's great. So anyways, we are done with this video, and we're excited to have you on our team.
We are.
We like to do lots of fun stuff, so we like to work hard, play hard.
Yep, and our video did go 14 minutes, and we apologize, but we just
We're
have
shooting
so
for 5
much
to
to
10,
talk
but-
about. 5 to 10 is just not feasible for us, but welcome, and we're going to take the first steps to helping you. Just know that your coach, us, whoever's upline to you, is a team. We are all a team. We are all under one umbrella, and we will continue to help each other,
Yes.
because without you guys, the team can't grow.
Yes.
Period. Right?
Yes.
Good. 3 vital behaviors. First steps. Woo! I don't know why I ended it like that. Goodbye.